Blessed and pleasant morning to you all, our fans, our viewers. We are here once again with you in very short order as we completed Saturday's race day just before a few hours ago, so to speak. And we are here again with you for Sunday, September 7th, 2025. As you know, this is a 2 days carnival this weekend. So we are gonna go straight into our selections. We're not even gonna waste any time at all. Yes, we're gonna go to the banker program as we always do the banker, then the individual first choices and the outsiders. But we are gonna go with the bankers as we always commence the program with. We're gonna go to race number 2, horse number 6, Adira. Adira is coming off a layoff. She's looking really good. She's freshened up nicely. She's looking new and improved. And I'm gonna make short work of my details with Adira as she's looking so nice. And that should speak volume for it. She's gonna take this one. We're looking for good competition from the fit and now prominently running number 3, Share the Jour with Garvin Harris. We're going to look for number 4, Gelroy, to be of good competition here, who did well to us at 44-1 as an outsider. And we are showing some respect to him as he really have a genuine chance here to be competitive. Look for number 1, Lord Caesar, who we haven't seen since his last race, but this one is a pretty useful one. And I think if he comes to the races in good order, he is going to be of worth. So look for them to be competitive and give challenge to Adira, who I think will still overcome them nonetheless. So my first banker is race 2, number 6, Adira. My following banker is race 3, horse number 3, Bold Move. Yes, Bold Move is looking nice. He's coming off a back-to-back wins. Look for Bold Move. He's in fine fettle right now, and I think he is among some horses with issues that can be spoken of. So we are gonna give Bold Move a chance, which we consider much more sounder than these, and his youthfulness could come into play and make him a real banker here. So Bold Move is my second of 3 banker, and that is where we're gonna take it. Look for the competition to come from number 1, Rejected Raja. Look for good runs from number 7, Sugar Daddy, who is gonna come there running. And last but not least, number 6, Cosmic Force, who did not run badly in a higher race in consideration to his standards. So we are gonna take Bold Move anyways as our second banker of 3 and then swiftly go to the last one of 3. Our last banker is race number 4. We are 3 in a line here. So you're gonna get 2 bankers, 3 bankers for the first bet and 1 for the last one. The overlapping banker here is gonna be Storm. Race number 4, horse number 4, Storm. We're looking for Storm to overcome these in every way. I looked at Storm and he's looking nice physically. He's coming to the wicket to give good competition and do himself proud. Look for number 8, Crimson, to come and give some good challenge here, a good challenge. He's gonna challenge well as he's down in the handicaps, and in comparison to Storm, he is heading the way with the lighter handicap coming back into this race. But we really are going to stick with Storm, who is looking refreshingly well. He is gonna be tough to beat regardless of the swing in the handicap. Look for number 7, Princess Talisi, who ran pretty well. Race she ran in, I think this could be lesser competition for her, but I'm still gonna take the risk to go with Storm as my winner, regardless of how good she could come here. Look for number 9, Conundrum, who did get a bad start. He lost it in the earlys and was noted making up good grounds in the final. And we are gonna say, yes, Conundrum, we are gonna get you involved here where you can land a blow. So our 3 bankers are race number 2, horse number 6, Adira, with Shane Richardson for trainer Carlton Cunningham. Race number 3, horse number 3, Bold Move for Ryan Lewis, Jackie Ryan Lewis for trainer Gary Sobriety. And race number 4, our last but not least, is our overlapping banker who is going to be riding in both 6s. So look for that is number 4, Storm, in race number 4. So there you have our 3 bankers. We're gonna go over to the individual first choices where I have 2 of them, and I'm gonna give you race number 6. We're gonna start out our individual first choices with race number 6, horse number 11, Primo Suprema, Eric Arton. Yes, this is my good and useful rider who I really like as a rider so much. I am happy to see him looking as if he's gonna get back into the winner's enclosure. And Primo Suprema did perform credible in her last 2 races, and I think she's got a pretty reasonable shot at winning these, and good for Eric Arton. Trainer Jason DaCosta is the trainer. Look for good competition from stablemate number 12, Chasing My Dream, who is in with a nice handicap. He's shedding some weight with Garvin. She's shedding some weight with Garvin Harris, and look for her to compete well with the best draw on the outside for this 5 straight. We are going to look to number 2, This Storm, who got a little closer here. She may not relish this 5 straight that much, but I think she has it in her to come in the end and make a mark. Look for last but not least, number 4, Casually Yours, number 5, Altia, and Attila, number 1. She's breaking slow, but she is capable of running against these, so any good break, she could be in it. Yes, our next individual first choice is race number 9, horse number 8, Bootylicious. Yes, Bootylicious is taken as an individual first choice here. Reason being, she is much faster than Mama Mia, who got these when she faced them. When Mama Mia faced them, she was victorious, and Bootylicious is running against the horse that Mamma Mia beat, Fearless Force, with a better handicap, because Fearless Force ran with Tyrese Anderson and was allowed some claiming there. But now that she has this 120, I think it is better for Bootylicious to face her, and with the better speed than Mamma Mia. I think they'll all have to catch Bootylicious here. Look for number 1, Money Monster. Not Money Monster, have me excuse. Number 3, another one to be of good worth here. He's speedy. He seemed to have a little class within him, but he's now up in class against the big boys, so, and the big girls. So look for him to perform well. But if he wins this, you can consider him, give him more consideration in other races that is a little tight for him. Yes, so I'm going to take Bootylicious as my final individual first choice. Look for little runs from number 7, Huntsman, and number 6, Perfect Brew. They can be of prominence. My final part of the program is the outsider part of my program. As you saw, where I took race 6, number 11, Prima Suprema, as my first individual first choice. And I finished up my individual first choices with race number 9, horse number 8, Bootylicious. We're gonna go to our outsiders. That is the kind of horses we like to get in the bet that can make a lucrative payout for people. We're gonna go to race number 5, horse number 2, Shooting Star. I saw where Shooting Star is getting 6-1 in the book, but I think with when everything is said and done, he's gonna be getting more odds than that, a longer odds than that. So I'm gonna take him as my outsider here. Look for good runs from Wicked Cassie, number 8, with Jaheim Anderson taking off some weight here. She was burdened with a little heaviness in her last 2 races, and she did run well. She did run well. She ran well in the circumstance. So we have to give her the privilege to get alive here and get one better. Look for number 13, Crown Chaser, who should be fitter here with the 2 run. The Englishman said the 3rd run off the layoff could be the golden run. So look for Crown Chaser trying to get gold, try and get golden here. I'm gonna look for number 9, Train of Thought. She is in with a sound, solid chance. She was noted making progress in the end when she last raced in a race considered short of her best. So look for her to come and try get her head in the mix here. We're gonna go to race number 8 for our second outsider on the day. Maybe people is gonna say this one ran a fluke in the derby, but race 8, number 8, Alchemy of Souls is gonna be effective here. He's looking good at exercise, and with Clive Lynch back on board, I always look at Alchemy of Souls on the exercise as a youngster, and I knew that he would have been a real estate runner. I saw that energy and that stamina in him in the earlys, and I think he's gonna capitalize well on that. He's fit, working well, and looking good, and could be a winner here as an outsider. Look for the pretty good runs from number 4, Big Buzz, who is working well, looking good, ran well also in the derby. Look for Bob the Builder. He was more of a disappointment, but he has been running well and did well in past races where we can see where we can still accept him here. Look for number 7, Pretty Perfect, the Queen of the Pack, who ran a pretty good race in the derby after running maybe 2 days before in the St. Ledger. So she did run like a monster. She ran like a beast in the end. And we have to give her some respect. Hats off to you, Pretty Perfect. So she could be very dangerous for the win. And last but not least, we are going to look to another female, number 2, Woman in Love, who ran pretty well. Her splits was okay. It was matching up with the splits in the St. Ledger. So you can look for her to do herself proud here. And number 1, Prince Roy, who is now fitted with the visor and looking good whenever he presented himself in the visor. So we can say, give Prince Roy another chance to come up alive. But my final outsider is Alchemy of Souls. That is where we're going to leave you with selections for the day. We're going to give a big up to our team. Big up Miss Michelle Ebanks, the lady behind the camera. I'm going to big up Marvin Blake. We have to big up Kino, and respect to Mr. Fender, who is also absent. I deliberately waited for this time to give you the notifies Mr. Mail notice of Mr. Fender's absence, and we have to big him up also. And I myself, Oliver Buchanan, that's the entire team. We have to give a shout out to Faker in Connecticut, and we have to big up Mr. Joe Peterkin. We always have to big up those people who give us a chance to be feeling like we are interesting and important. And Miss Jeffrey Edwards, me never big up. Yes, Jeffrey Edwards is the one I'm gonna big up, because you know I always have to big up Jeffrey Edwards, because he is our lead sponsor. He's the first man that came on board, and that is entitled to him. It is his entitlement. Respect to him like that. Yes, we must be a little brief, and we are not gonna cut it. But as we are doing our before race show, I'm getting close to the camera so we can give you a look at Casual Peach coming from the Lasix barn, because this is how we're gonna serve you well. Look at Casual Peach. He's looking good, walking strong and nice, in good condition. So respect and manners to you like that, and we will never stop giving you. Yes, there we go. We're not gonna put the thing. Yes, there we go, with the connection of Casual Peach. Yes, that's the trainer, Rick Matty. Yes, he is taking care of his business, maneuvering his thing, overseeing his thing. Look at this young trainer. That is how you work. When you're when you're a professional, you stick close to your thing. Yes, we're gonna go back to showing some respect to one of our prolific viewers, Mr. Troy Dunn. Yes, and we have to big up World. That is not WORLD. This one is WHIRL, like the whirlwind. Yes, big up to you, World. And we're gonna give some people some big up in the next in the next broadcast. So shout outs to our people. We can't leave you out. Not gonna big you up every day, but yes, and I hope you have a good show for this weekend. This gonna be the final day. If you don't take it Saturday, let's hope you take it on Sunday. We're looking for all the likes. We're looking for all the supports that we can get, support that we can get from you people. Get people on board. We do respect and appreciate you.